Welcome back to WiserReads, the place where we break down powerful books into simple, practical lessons you can apply to your daily life. Today, we're diving into a refreshing and insightful book titled Focus on Solutions, Not Problems. This book challenges the way most of us naturally think, because, let's be honest, when challenges arise, our minds often get stuck on what's wrong instead of how to fix it. The central message is simple, yet transformative. Energy flows where attention goes. If we spend all our time analyzing problems, worrying about the past, or complaining about what went wrong, we stay trapped in negativity. But the moment we shift our attention towards solutions, toward action, creativity, and opportunities, we unlock growth, clarity, and forward momentum. This book is not about ignoring problems or pretending they don't exist. Instead, it's about reframing your mindset. Every setback becomes a stepping stone. Every obstacle hides an opportunity. And every problem contains the seed of its solution, if only we choose to look for it. Throughout the summary, you'll discover practical strategies to train your mind to move from, "Why is this happening to me?" to, "What can I do about it?" You'll learn how successful leaders, innovators, and even ordinary people transform challenges into breakthroughs by focusing on what's possible, not what's broken. So if you've ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, or drained by life's problems, this summary will show you a new way to think, and more importantly, a new way to live. Stay tuned until the end, because these lessons could shift how you approach challenges starting today. This is Focus on Solutions, Not Problems. Let's dive in.
Solution Mindset, Unlocking the Power of Positive Action, is a practical guide that teaches readers how to shift from problem-focused thinking to solution-oriented action. The core idea is simple. The way we respond to challenges determines whether they hold us back or propel us forward. Instead of dwelling on obstacles, the book emphasizes identifying actionable steps that lead to real results. The author begins by highlighting the natural human tendency to fixate on problems. While analyzing issues can provide insight, overthinking often leads to stress, stagnation, and missed opportunities. By contrast, a solution mindset encourages proactive thinking, asking, "What can I do?" instead of, "Why is this happening?" This mental shift transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. The book presents practical strategies to cultivate this mindset. Readers are encouraged to break down problems into manageable pieces, focus on controllable elements, and brainstorm multiple solutions before choosing the most effective one. It also emphasizes the importance of optimism, not as blind positivity, but as a deliberate choice to focus energy on possibilities rather than setbacks.
Beyond Problems, The Art of Thinking in Solutions. Beyond Problems, The Art of Thinking in Solutions is a practical guide that teaches readers how to transform their mindset from problem-focused to solution-focused. The book argues that challenges are a natural part of life, but how we respond to them determines our growth, success, and happiness. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, it encourages a proactive approach that seeks answers and actionable steps. The author begins by explaining why most people get stuck in problem thinking. When we constantly analyze setbacks, blame circumstances, or worry about outcomes, we drain our energy and limit our ability to act. A solution-oriented mindset, in contrast, redirects focus toward possibilities and opportunities. It asks, "What can I do to move forward?" rather than, "Why is this happening to me?" The book provides concrete strategies to develop this mindset. It emphasizes breaking problems into manageable parts, prioritizing actionable steps, and maintaining a positive, forward-looking perspective. It also highlights the role of creativity and innovation. When we stop fixating on barriers, we open the door to new solutions that may have been invisible before. Real-life examples throughout the book illustrate how individuals and organizations thrive by applying solution-based thinking. From leaders navigating complex challenges to everyday people overcoming personal obstacles, the message is clear. Energy focused on solutions generates results, while energy spent on problems only perpetuates stagnation. Ultimately, Beyond Problems is more than a guide. It's a mindset shift. By learning to think in solutions, readers can transform challenges into opportunities, take control of their circumstances, and live more empowered, productive, and fulfilling lives.
Shift to Solutions: How to Stop Dwelling and Start Doing. Shift to Solutions is a practical guide that empowers readers to move from problem-focused thinking to action-oriented solutions. The book emphasizes that dwelling on challenges often creates more stress and stagnation than the problems themselves, while focusing on solutions fosters growth, clarity, and progress. The author begins by explaining the natural tendency to ruminate on setbacks. When people dwell on difficulties, they trap themselves in negative cycles that drain energy and limit creativity. By shifting focus to solutions, however, individuals can redirect their mental and emotional resources toward actions that create real results. The book provides actionable strategies to develop a solution-oriented mindset. Key techniques include breaking problems into smaller, manageable parts, identifying what can be controlled, and brainstorming multiple approaches before committing to the best course of action. It also stresses the importance of taking immediate, consistent action rather than waiting for perfect conditions, highlighting that momentum builds confidence and opens new opportunities. Throughout the book, real-life examples demonstrate how solution-focused thinking transforms lives. Leaders, entrepreneurs, and everyday people are shown turning obstacles into opportunities by asking questions like, "What can I do now?" instead of dwelling on, "Why is this happening?" Ultimately, Shift to Solutions is not just about problem solving, it's about cultivating a proactive mindset that drives results and personal growth. By learning to focus on what's possible rather than what's wrong, readers can break free from paralysis, overcome challenges more effectively, and live a more empowered, productive, and fulfilling life.
The solution principle, turning challenges into opportunities, is a transformative guide that teaches readers how to approach life's obstacles with a mindset focused on solutions rather than problems. The central idea is that challenges are inevitable, but the way we respond to them determines our success, growth, and overall happiness. The book begins by examining why many people get stuck in problem-focused thinking. Dwelling on difficulties, blaming circumstances, or overanalyzing setbacks often leads to stress, indecision, and stagnation. In contrast, a solution-oriented mindset emphasizes action, creativity, and forward momentum. It encourages asking, "What can I do?" instead of "Why me?" and seeking opportunities hidden within challenges. The author provides practical strategies to cultivate this mindset. Readers learn to break problems into smaller, manageable parts, focus on controllable elements, and explore multiple solutions before taking action. The book also stresses the importance of maintaining optimism, not as blind positivity, but as a deliberate choice to direct energy toward possibilities rather than setbacks. Real-world examples illustrate how individuals, teams, and organizations transform obstacles into opportunities by embracing the solution principle. From innovators navigating complex challenges to everyday people overcoming personal setbacks, the examples show that energy focused on solutions generates results, while energy spent on problems only prolongs difficulties. Ultimately, the solution principle is more than a problem-solving guide. It's a mindset shift. By learning to see every challenge as a chance to create solutions, readers can unlock creativity, resilience, and personal empowerment. The book offers a clear path to stop dwelling on problems, take meaningful action, and turn life's obstacles into opportunities for growth, achievement, and fulfillment.
From stuck to solved, mastering the solution-oriented mindset is a practical guide that helps readers shift from feeling stuck in problems to taking clear, effective action. The book emphasizes that life will always present challenges, but the key to overcoming them lies in adopting a mindset focused on solutions rather than obstacles. The author begins by exploring why many people remain trapped in problem-focused thinking. Dwelling on setbacks, overanalyzing mistakes, or blaming circumstances often leads to frustration, indecision, and wasted energy. In contrast, a solution-oriented mindset empowers individuals to focus on what can be done, opening the door to creativity, progress, and resilience. The book provides actionable strategies for cultivating this mindset. Readers learn to break challenges into smaller, manageable steps, prioritize controllable elements, and explore multiple possible solutions before taking action. It also emphasizes the importance of a positive and proactive outlook, seeing problems as opportunities for learning and growth rather than insurmountable barriers. Through real-life examples, the author demonstrates how solution-oriented thinking transforms both personal and professional life. Leaders, innovators, and everyday individuals are shown overcoming obstacles, making better decisions, and achieving meaningful goals by focusing on solutions instead of getting stuck in problems. Ultimately, From Stuck to Solved is more than a guide. It's a mindset shift. By learning to view challenges as opportunities and directing energy towards actionable solutions, readers can break free from stagnation, build resilience, and create positive momentum in every area of life. The book serves as a roadmap to move from feeling stuck to achieving tangible results, helping readers live a more empowered, productive, and fulfilling life. Fix the Focus: Why Solutions Matter More Than Problems is a practical guide that teaches readers how shifting attention from problems to solutions can dramatically improve decision-making, productivity, and overall well-being. The author begins by highlighting the common trap of problem-centered thinking. Dwelling on difficulties, overanalyzing setbacks, and fixating on what went wrong often drains energy and keeps people stuck. By contrast, focusing on solutions encourages action, creativity, and progress. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening?" solution-focused thinking asks, "What can I do to move forward?" The book provides practical strategies to develop a solution-oriented mindset. Readers learn to break problems into manageable parts, prioritize actionable steps, and explore multiple approaches before committing to a course of action. It also emphasizes the importance of maintaining a proactive, positive outlook, understanding that challenges are opportunities to grow, innovate, and improve. Real-world examples illustrate how individuals, teams, and organizations succeed by fixing their focus on solutions rather than problems. Leaders and everyday people alike are shown achieving breakthroughs, solving complex issues, and making tangible progress by redirecting energy toward actionable solutions. Ultimately, Fix the Focus is more than a problem-solving guide. It's a mindset transformation. By shifting attention from obstacles to possibilities, readers can overcome stagnation, unlock creativity, and achieve meaningful results. The book demonstrates that while problems are inevitable, focusing on solutions creates momentum, empowers decision-making, and leads to a more productive, resilient, and fulfilling life.
Solution thinking, a guide to clearer paths and better outcomes. Solution thinking, a guide to clearer paths and better outcomes, is a practical guide that helps readers shift from problem-focused thinking to solution-oriented action. The central idea of the book is that challenges are inevitable, but the way we approach them determines whether we remain stuck or achieve meaningful results. The author begins by examining the human tendency to dwell on problems. When we focus too much on what went wrong, we often feel overwhelmed, stressed, and unable to act. Solution thinking, on the other hand, encourages a proactive mindset, identifying actionable steps, exploring possibilities, and taking consistent action toward outcomes. The book provides clear strategies to cultivate this mindset. Readers are encouraged to break challenges into manageable components, focus on what is within their control, and brainstorm multiple solutions before selecting the most effective path. It also emphasizes the importance of perspective, seeing obstacles not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to learn, innovate, and grow. Through real-world examples, the author demonstrates how solution-oriented thinking leads to clearer paths, better decisions, and more productive outcomes. Leaders, entrepreneurs, and everyday individuals are shown achieving goals, overcoming setbacks, and making meaningful progress by redirecting energy from problems to solutions. Ultimately, solution thinking is more than a guide to problem solving. It's a roadmap for personal and professional growth. By adopting a solution-oriented mindset, readers can move past indecision, take purposeful action, and navigate life's challenges with clarity and confidence. The book shows that while problems will always arise, focusing on solutions leads to better outcomes, increased resilience, and a more empowered, fulfilling life.
No more problems, only solutions, the new way to live and lead, is a transformative guide that teaches readers how to shift from problem-focused thinking to a solution-oriented mindset. The book emphasizes that challenges are an inevitable part of life, but success, growth, and leadership depend on how we respond to them. The author begins by explaining the limitations of problem-centered thinking. Focusing excessively on what went wrong often leads to stress, indecision, and wasted energy. By contrast, a solution-oriented approach encourages action, creativity, and forward momentum. It asks, what can I do to move forward, rather than dwelling on, why did this happen? The book offers practical strategies to develop this mindset. Readers are guided to break down complex challenges into manageable steps, focus on controllable elements, and explore multiple solutions before taking decisive action. It also emphasizes the power of perspective, viewing obstacles as opportunities for learning, innovation, and personal growth. Through real-world examples, the author illustrates how individuals, leaders, and organizations thrive by adopting a solution-focused approach. From navigating complex business challenges to overcoming personal setbacks, solution-oriented thinking fosters resilience, clarity, and progress. Ultimately, No More Problems, Only Solutions is more than a guide to problem-solving. It's a roadmap for living and leading effectively. By prioritizing solutions over problems, readers can overcome stagnation, take meaningful action, and achieve both personal and professional goals. The book demonstrates that while problems are unavoidable, focusing on solutions empowers individuals to create positive outcomes, lead with confidence, and live a more purposeful, fulfilling life.
Focus forward.
Building a Life Around Solutions, Not Problems, is a practical guide that teaches readers how to adopt a solution-oriented mindset to overcome challenges, make better decisions, and create meaningful progress in life. The central message is clear. While problems are inevitable, the way we respond to them determines our success, growth, and overall well-being. The author begins by highlighting the pitfalls of problem-focused thinking. Dwelling on obstacles, analyzing setbacks endlessly, and fixating on what went wrong often leads to frustration, indecision, and wasted energy. In contrast, focusing on solutions encourages proactive action, clarity, and momentum. Asking, "What can I do now?" instead of "Why is this happening?" becomes the key to moving forward. The book provides actionable strategies to cultivate this mindset. Readers learn to break challenges into manageable steps, prioritize controllable elements, and explore multiple paths before choosing the most effective solution. It also emphasizes perspective, viewing difficulties as opportunities to learn, innovate, and grow, rather than as barriers that hold you back. Through real-life examples, the author demonstrates how solution-focused thinking transforms both personal and professional life. Leaders, innovators, and everyday people are shown achieving goals, overcoming setbacks, and making meaningful progress by redirecting energy from problems to solutions. Ultimately, Focus Forward is more than a problem-solving guide. It's a roadmap for living a life centered on action, empowerment, and possibility. By shifting focus from problems to solutions, readers can overcome stagnation, unlock creativity, make better decisions, and create a more productive, resilient, and fulfilling life. The book reinforces the idea that growth and success come from where we choose to place our attention and energy.
The Power of Solutions: Transform Your Thinking, Transform Your Life is a transformational guide that teaches readers how shifting from problem-focused thinking to solution-oriented action can create meaningful change in every area of life. The central idea is simple. Challenges are inevitable, but the way we approach them determines our outcomes, growth, and overall fulfillment. The author begins by explaining the common trap of problem-centered thinking. Dwelling on difficulties, overanalyzing mistakes, or focusing on obstacles often leads to stress, indecision, and stagnation. By contrast, a solution-focused mindset encourages action, clarity, and momentum. It asks, "What can I do to move forward?" rather than "Why is this happening?" and empowers individuals to take control of their circumstances. The book provides practical strategies to cultivate this mindset. Readers are guided to break problems into manageable parts, focus on what is within their control, brainstorm multiple solutions, and take decisive, consistent action. The author also emphasizes the importance of perspective, viewing challenges as opportunities to learn, innovate, and grow, rather than as insurmountable barriers. Through real-life examples, the book shows how leaders, innovators, and everyday individuals thrive by applying solution-oriented thinking. It demonstrates that energy focused on solutions generates progress and results, while energy spent on problems only prolongs stagnation. Ultimately, the power of solutions is more than a guide to problem solving. It is a mindset shift. By learning to focus on solutions rather than problems, readers can transform their thinking, overcome challenges more effectively, make better decisions, and live a more empowered, resilient, and fulfilling life. The book proves that changing your focus can truly transform your life. Thanks for staying with us until the end of this summary of The Power of Solutions: Transform Your Thinking, Transform Your Life. The key takeaway from this book is simple but powerful. The challenges you face are not meant to stop you. They're opportunities to act, grow, and create meaningful change.
By shifting your focus from problems to solutions, you can stop feeling stuck, make smarter decisions, and take consistent steps toward your goals. The book shows that solution-oriented thinking isn't about ignoring difficulties. It's about choosing where to put your energy. Every problem contains the seed of a solution, and the moment you start looking for it, you take control of your life. Whether in personal challenges, work situations, or everyday obstacles, this mindset can transform the way you think and the results you achieve. If you found this summary helpful, make sure to subscribe to WiserReads and hit the bell icon to stay updated. We bring you practical insights from the best books so you can learn faster, think smarter, and live better one book at a time. Join our community and start turning challenges into opportunities today.